This is a special report from ABC News Digital.
I'm Dan Kleffler in New York with this ABC News Digital special report. After the White House, you'd think it would be one of the most secure places in America, but a shocking breach early Sunday at the World Trade Center in New York City, raising some serious questions, getting some unsettling answers. The culprit, a teenage boy from across the river in New Jersey, and that is where WABC's Matt Kozar has the latest. Matt?
Dan, the 16-year-old lives right here in Weehawken, New Jersey. On Twitter, he wrote about parkour. It's an urban sport that involves using agility to get around obstacles. He used some of those skills along with street smarts to outsmart top-notch security at the World Trade Center. On his way to high school this morning, 16-year-old Justin Casquejo wouldn't talk about how he eluded what was believed to be impenetrable security at the World Trade Center. The teen's Facebook picture shows him staring longingly across the Hudson River at his challenge, climbing to the top of the country's tallest building. And he did early Sunday morning. Casquejo told investigators, "I walked around the construction site and figured out how to access the Freedom Tower rooftop. I found a way up through the scaffolding, climbed onto the 6th floor, and took the elevator up to the 88th floor. I then took the staircase up to the 104th floor and climbed the ladder all the way to the antenna." Along the way, sources say Casquejo slipped past a sleeping security guard, who's since been fired, and squeezed through a hole no more than a foot wide. Once near the spire, where he stayed for 2 hours, he snapped pictures of the view. Casquejo was spotted by a construction worker while leaving the site and was arrested. He's been charged with trespassing.
That's very dangerous. Where's the security?
Cecil Danis is the super in Casquejo's building. He says the teen is a good kid who keeps to himself.
I mean, how could a kid, he's 16, 15, get up there and get up in those rails like he's in the picture?
Now, this is a black eye to the Port Authority, who've spent millions of dollars putting barriers and guard booths all around the perimeter of the World Trade Center. They issued a statement today, Dan, saying they are reassessing security.
Matt, I've been down there. The security is incredibly tight. In fact, I know a lot of people that live in that nearby area have actually complained about it, saying that some of the security measures are almost overbearing. How then exactly did he make that first entry into the area?
Dan, you can see security pretty much everywhere you go. The tourists trying to get into the memorial, they have to go through layers and layers of security. This 16-year-old found an opening in one of the perimeter fences, only about a foot wide and a foot long, and he managed to squeeze through this hole and get into the perimeter.
So you had mentioned in your report about a sleeping security guard who has now been fired, an employee of Port Authority, a private security officer?
Dan, from what we know, this was a private security contractor. The Port Authority contracts out to other companies to help with security around the World Trade Center, adding to the different layers, which makes it even more remarkable that a 16-year-old could get into the building. But this was a private contractor. That security guard has since been fired.
And then once he climbed up that entire building there, he then spent 2 hours, you said, up there, snapping pictures. Phone. Police have that now, right? I'm guessing.
His cell phone along with a camera are in the custody of the Port Authority. Police have those. We don't know if he'll ever get them back or whether those images will still be on the camera.
Have police, if they intend on showing those pictures to the public?
We don't know yet. We've asked the Port Authority. We haven't gotten an answer. Unclear, although you can imagine the Port Authority doesn't want a repeat, this to repeat again, so we may not see those pictures.
They probably have some bigger issues to deal with right now as opposed to handling with the press. I certainly would understand that as well. WABC's Matt Kozar in Weehawken, New Jersey. Matt, thank you for that. Appreciate it. You can keep up with the story by downloading the ABC News app, starring this story for updates on the go. For now, though, I'm Dan Kleffler in New York with this ABC News Digital Special Report.